If setting up your paddle boards feels like a chore, follow along to my simple system here, and I'll have you on the water in less than 5 minutes. Let's go. I always set the boards up with the tails facing the lake. The reason for that is when we're ready to launch, we don't have to turn them around. This is our gear layout here. 2 paddle boards, a pump, 2 paddles, 2 fins, and some sunshine. When it comes to pumping up your boards, you have 2 choices. Work out, work smart. I actually choose to do both. You start off with your valve here at the back, lefty-loosey. And if you look at the valve, you'll see there's a little line that runs down the middle. That part is what has to connect to the special adapter that's on here. So the line will fit right across here. So take this piece, push it right across, turn it to the side. It'll say somewhere by the valve what your board's maximum pressure rating is. Mine says 15. I'm only going to aim to fill it up to about 9 right now, and I'll explain why in just a second. Okay, now that we've pumped our board up to 9, which is not as much pressure as we'll use when we're actually paddle boarding, the reason we pump it up to 9 is because now we can check for leaks. Better to find a leak on the shore than it is to find a leak out on the lake. The most likely spot to get a leak on your board is going to be right around this valve stem. This is dish soap mixed with water, right from my kitchen. You're going to spray it all around the valve and all around the seal. What you're looking for are tiny little bubbles that would come up. That would indicate there's a leak. No leaks, no problems. Ready for the next step. Okay, now that we've filled our paddle boards up to a PSI of 9, I'm going to let the electric pump take it from here on both of my boards, and then I'm going to take the paddles and I'm going to assemble those. All right, now that we have the boards inflated and our paddles ready, the next step is to put the fin on the bottom of the boat. And every paddle board's a little bit different. Some will have 2 fins, some will have 3 fins, some will have 4 fins. Mine has 2 permanent fixed fins and then 1 you have to attach. That's actually screwed on. Fins on right when the sun came out. Perfect. Now that we have our fins on, just about time to go paddleboarding, but you can't leave home without my 3 paddleboarding essentials. The first one I've been wearing the whole time. If you ever go paddleboarding, make sure you have a sunglass leash, otherwise you're gonna lose it. Second one, no matter what, you need a life jacket. Usually it's a law. Sometimes you may need a life jacket to save your life or to save someone else's life out on the water. The third thing I never go paddleboarding without is a dry bag, ideally with a little carabiner clip on it. This, you can put your phone, your shirt, your hat, whatever you want, and then that way, when you get out of the water, you got something dry to put on. This is the way I always load my paddleboard for launching. I've got my life jacket on the front. I have my dry bag fixed to my board, and I have my paddle here ready to go. The nice part about this, when it's time to launch, I pick up the handle, everything stays right where it belongs. Before we launch, double check we have everything we need. Sunglass leash, life jacket, dry bag. Looks like we're set and ready to go. Come on.
I got country blood running in my veins, born where thunder follows summer rains, granddad's fiddle and grandma's lullabies, country music underneath these skies.
That's it. That's the quick and easy system. Follow along, and I think I'll have you on the water much quicker so you can enjoy more time on the lake. If you enjoy this video, want to see more like it, make sure to click the like and subscribe button down below and follow along for more tips ahead. Go get it.
Country music underneath these skies.
PSI of 9. This is trying to make it leak. Not working.
Country blood will never fade.